Get ready for an adrenaline rush like no other. We're counting down the most explosive action movies that crank up the intensity to the max. These films don't just deliver action, they hit you with it full force, leaving you speechless and on the edge of your seat. If you think you can handle the heat, let's dive straight into the madness. In Vanguard, an elite security agency becomes the last line of defense for a businessman and his daughter after they are targeted by a deadly international crime syndicate. When a kidnapping attempt spirals into a global threat, the team launches a daring rescue mission that spans across continents. From wild car chases through city streets to explosive battles in remote jungles, every moment is packed with high-stakes action. As they dig deeper, they uncover a plot far bigger than they ever imagined, forcing them into a race against time to stop a catastrophe. With non-stop adrenaline, breathtaking stunts, and relentless energy, Vanguard delivers a thrilling, action-packed adventure that will leave you breathless until the final showdown.
Now, and if you don't, I will take you to hell.
In The Doorman, a former Marine haunted by her past returns to New York, looking for a fresh start. She takes a quiet job as a doorman in a luxury building, but peace is the last thing she finds. A group of violent thieves targets the building, hunting for priceless art hidden inside. When the criminals take the residents hostage, she becomes their only hope. Armed with her military skills and relentless determination, she turns the building into a battleground, using traps, quick thinking, and brutal combat to fight back. As the night grows deadlier, survival becomes a race against time, packed with intense action, fierce battles, and non-stop suspense. The Doorman delivers a gripping, high-energy thrill ride.
This is a violent land, steeped in blood.
In The Convert, a British lay preacher haunted by a violent past arrives in 1830s New Zealand, hoping to start a new life. But peace proves impossible when he saves a young woman from death, thrusting himself into a brutal conflict between rival Maori tribes and British colonists. As tensions escalate, he becomes torn between his beliefs and the growing violence around him. Forced to confront the darkness within himself, he must decide whether to stand by his ideals or fight to protect the people he's come to love. Filled with breathtaking landscapes, fierce battles, and deep emotional struggles, The Convert delivers a powerful and gripping story about redemption, identity, and the true cost of survival in a divided world. In The Three Musketeers, Part 2, the story picks up with D'Artagnan desperate to save Constance after she's kidnapped before his eyes. Forced into an uneasy alliance with the mysterious Milady, he must navigate a deadly world of betrayal, hidden agendas, and political chaos. As war looms and old enemies close in, the bonds between the Musketeers are pushed to their breaking point. Battles rage across grand castles and blood-soaked battlefields, where loyalty comes at a deadly price. Secrets from the past threaten to destroy everything they've fought for. With thrilling sword fights, daring escapes, and emotional twists, The Three Musketeers Part 2 delivers an epic, action-packed continuation that captures the spirit of the legendary adventure like never before. In Extremo, a retired hitman is forced back into the violent world he left behind after a devastating betrayal by his own brother. 2 years after losing his father and son, he sets out on a brutal mission of revenge, determined to dismantle his brother's criminal empire piece by piece. Along the way, he crosses paths with a troubled teenager, forming an unexpected bond as they fight their way through waves of deadly enemies. Every battle pushes him closer to a final bloody confrontation that will decide everything. With explosive martial arts combat, relentless pacing, and fierce emotional stakes, Extremo delivers a high-energy, hard-hitting action story where loyalty is shattered, redemption is bloody, and survival is the only rule.
Get serious.
Hang on. We're even now.
In Death Race 3, Inferno, the legendary driver known as Frankenstein is one win away from freedom. But everything changes when a ruthless new owner moves the deadly race to the burning deserts of South Africa. Strapped with explosive devices to stop any escape, drivers must battle through brutal terrain, deadly traps, and savage opponents. As the engines roar and alliances crumble, Frankenstein realizes the race is rigged against him, forcing him to risk everything on a daring plan. With betrayals around every corner and death lurking at every turn, survival is the only rule. Packed with insane car battles, non-stop action, and fiery showdowns, Death Race 3, Inferno delivers a savage, high-octane ride you won't forget. In The Pirates, The Last Royal Treasure, a daring pirate crew and a group of outlaws join forces on a wild hunt for a legendary royal treasure lost at sea. Their journey takes them through stormy oceans, hidden islands, and ancient clues, but danger lurks at every turn. Rival ships, deadly traps, and mythical sea creatures stand in their way, pushing the uneasy alliance to its breaking point. As greed and betrayal surface, the race to claim the treasure becomes a thrilling battle for survival, packed with epic sea battles, breathtaking visuals, and a touch of humor. The Pirates, The Last Royal Treasure, delivers a non-stop action adventure that brings the spirit of high seas treasure hunting roaring back to life. In Sakura, a tired office worker, trapped in a dull routine, decides to visit the cherry blossoms one day, not realizing it will change everything. As he wanders among the trees, vivid memories and emotions he long buried start to resurface. Each falling petal reminds him of the beauty, sadness, and fleeting nature of life itself. Struggling to find meaning beyond his empty days, he faces the question of whether he can break free from his past and start again. With breathtaking visuals and deeply emotional storytelling, Sakura captures the quiet yet powerful moments that can awaken the soul. It's a beautiful, reflective journey that reminds viewers how even the smallest experiences can lead to life's greatest transformations. In Kingdom 2, Far and Away, 6 months after reclaiming their capital, the Qin Kingdom faces a brutal invasion from the powerful Wei army. A young warrior, dreaming of glory, is thrown into a fierce battlefield where survival is anything but certain. As massive armies clash, he must fight alongside hardened generals and loyal comrades, facing not only brutal enemies, but dangerous conspiracies within his own kingdom. With every battle, he inches closer to his dream, but risks everything he holds dear. Packed with epic war scenes, emotional struggles, and breathtaking strategy, Kingdom 2, Far and Away delivers a sweeping high-stakes adventure about ambition, loyalty, and the fight to unify a fractured land under one banner. In Hitman, Agent 47, a cold, unstoppable assassin, is on a deadly mission to stop a secret organization from creating an army just like him. Engineered for precision and strength, Agent 47 becomes the target of a ruthless corporation desperate to control his genetic secrets. Along the way, he crosses paths with a mysterious young woman who holds the key to everything. As enemies close in, brutal shootouts, breathtaking chases, and explosive confrontations turn every step into a life-or-death battle. With the world's deadliest killers after them, survival means staying one step ahead, packed with slick visuals, fast-paced action, and non-stop thrills. Hitman Agent 47 delivers a sharp, adrenaline-fueled ride into the heart of a deadly conspiracy.